Hi, it's Meryl Goldsmith, and I'm with Bonnie Brady, and we are behind the scenes at the Industrial History Center in Amesbury. And, just like with those DIY shows, Bonnie, it is so much fun to see behind the scenes while the construction is going on. And so much has changed just since the groundbreaking a couple of weeks ago.
That's right. So they're hard at work every day. So it's really funny to come in and sneak a little peek and see what's happening.
They were just sawing like stuff. It's another technical term. A minute ago, they're on a lunch break so we could come in and share what's going on here. So we're going to be doing a series of these shows. I do hear that like maybe in a couple of weeks there'll even be some sheetrock that is going on, and then I think the space is really going to take shape.
Yeah, so I think the next step is they're going to have an inspection for the rough electrical and plumbing, and then they can start covering up the walls with the sheetrock, and then it'll really start to look like our museum. But I would also like to take a look before we're done here today at the areas that are not going to be covered up, because there's a lot of history in this space.
There is a lot of history. There are so many wonderful surfaces and textures here. Both being artists, I think we can really appreciate that.
Yes, and I'm sure we have a lot of historians in our audience, so it's both very artistic as well as historic, this structure.
So the goal of this is to keep you informed about what is going on, but there is actually a secondary goal, Bonnie.
That's right. So we are in the midst of our public campaign to raise the money remaining to finish the project. And so we're setting the end of this year, December 31st, is when we'd like to kind of zip up that part of the project and have all the money to finish both the interior and the exterior. And we're needing a little about $100,000 to go. So we're really asking people to help, and we'll put up information at the end on the website where they can find out more about how to give us a donation for our campaign.
Wonderful. So please be part of this amazing Industrial History Center. If you're not quite sure where we are, you know where the amphitheater is, you know where Flatbreads is. It's basically the backside of Amesbury Industrial, the space gifted by Greg Jardis.
That's right. So on High Street, it's a higher level. So that's the other side of the building where they enter at street level. On the mill yard side, it's a bottom level, walkout level to the mill yard. So he has given us 2,700 square feet of space where we are right now, and it's incredible. We're so lucky and so thankful.
Bonnie, we are standing in front of such a beautiful wall. Everybody would want this wall in their house, or, it is really outstanding, and it's kind of old.
Yeah, so this building, Mill 2, was built in 1826, and it's got this fantastic fieldstone wall right behind us. And the really cool thing about the design for the museum, the History Center, is that we're retaining this wall open and on view. We're going to sort of have the mix of the old and the new, which will be really cool. And we can't see it right now. Maybe next time we meet, there's also an awesome brick wall that shows where there were doorways and windows, and they're kind of patched up, and it's just this beautiful brick wall sort of showing, things that have happened over the ages in this building. So couldn't have a more perfect place for a history center.
We're surrounded by it, absolutely. And I know, for a lot of people living in Amesbury, my house is, parts of it anyway, are like 200 years old. That blending the old and the new, I think, is something that all of us are love. That's why we live here.
Yeah.
And we're used to, right?
Yeah, you kind of expect it in Amesbury. So the space is just going to be a perfect addition to the mill yard. It just kind of makes sense architecturally and the kinds of programs that we'll be doing from here.
Well, we are going to be checking in again soon with another update from the Industrial History Center. And I don't know, maybe we'll run into the architect or, the company that's building it or the landscaper. I mean, there's so much activity going on down here. If you're down in the mill yard, you can just see for yourself, really.
That's right. Hopefully you can just sort of peek in the windows and see what's going on. And we'll be back soon to talk about it. And don't want people to forget, we are in our public campaign phase, and we have at least $100,000 left to go. So please go to the website that we're going to be putting up right now. And hopefully you can be generous within your means and help support this endeavor.
Thank you, Bonnie. We are at the Industrial History Center in downtown Amesbury.